What's up guys, we're back on Pokemon Showdown and this is gonna be a really special episode because in this episode I'm gonna be reaching top 10 on the RU tier, and as you can see I'm at rank 11 and it's been a long time since I've reached top 10 on any of the ladders, so it's pretty exciting for me. And I have been using this team given to me by John. This man knows RU tier inside out, and if you guys haven't watched my last Pokemon Showdown live, which I did with John, I did say that I was gonna reach top 10 in the RU tier eventually because I love RU tier right now. It's really balanced and I think it's the most balanced tier out of all. So yeah, I just need to win one battle and then I'll be in top 10, so that's pretty good. And I'm gonna look for a battle, and hopefully you guys do enjoy, and I'm gonna pause until I find a battle. So I got this game, and this guy also has a hyper offensive team very similar to mine, so this is gonna be really interesting, and let's see how this turns out to be. So he's probably gonna lead off with his Crustle, I'm guessing, and I think I can also lead off with my Crustle, or yeah, I'm gonna lead off with my Crustle as he leads off with his Cloyds. They're expecting me to lead off with my Crustle, and this way I will be able to get up my hazards before he gets up his hazards. So he goes for the Dark Pulse. He is slower than me, so I will be able to get up one layer of Spike as he goes for the Ice Beam to finish me off, which is fine. And now I think I can just go into my... I think I can just go into my Virizion and we're right for the Leaf Blade. As if he goes into his Tangrowth, I do have my Durant, which can just set up on that thing if he's not packing HP Fire, and not a lot of Tangrowths pack HP Fire, so so this Leaf Blade does no damage to him, and he's leftovers, he's not Assault Vest. So I can just go for the SD as he goes for the HP Ice or HP Fire. That's probably HP Fire, I'm guessing, but it did so pathetic damage. And I can just freely go for the Close Combat here and do a lot of damage to his team as he sacks his Crustle, which means that he will not be getting up any hazards, which is really nice for me. And now most likely he's going to be going into his Durant because that's the most logical play to make at this point. Yep, he does go into his Durant, and I'm actually running Choice Scarf Jellicent, so he's not gonna see this coming. I'm gonna go into my Jellicent, hopefully he does not break that and go for the Crunch. He does go for the Exocet, misses that, unfortunate, but I can just go for the Water Spout as it is gonna be able to knock him out if he stays in, but he goes into his Meloetta. If this thing is Assault Vest, it will be eating this up, and he is not Assault Vest, he's leftovers, he's probably sub Calm Mind. So I can just go for the Water Spout and just knock this thing out. But he goes into his own Jellicent, which is fine by me as I can just bring in my Virizion at this point. As he goes for the Scald, gets a burn. That's unfortunate, but there's nothing I can do, so I think I'm gonna go for the Close Combat, expecting him to go into his Durant or his Tangrowth. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna go for the SD, as he does go into his Tangrowth. So I will be able to get some damage on this thing before I die to his HP Fire. And he is taking his time, so he does make his move, and this Close Combat does somewhat decent damage. And now I can, I think, just go into my Hitmonlee and go for the High Jump Kick here. Or actually, I can go for the Knockoff, expecting him to go into his Jellicent. So he does stay in, and he does have Giga Drain, so it's a 50-50 if I go for the High Jump Kick or if I just go for the Knockoff, expecting him to go into his Jellicent. I actually need this Hitmonlee, so I think this Hitmonlee can just sweep late game. So I'm gonna go into my Flygon as he just goes for the Giga Drain, gets a crit, which is pretty unfortunate, but I can just click Outrage and I'm Choice Bandit, so I'm gonna be doing a lot of damage to his team. And he has no switch-ins to this thing. He's probably gonna sack one of his Pokemon. Actually, going for the Dragon Claw is the smarter play, as he does go for the knockoff here. And now I can just go for the Outrage. The reason why I went for the Dragon Claw is because he could have gone into his Meloetta just to sack it. So that's why going for the what's that called? A Dragon Claw was my best play. So now this thing is weakened. I'm not sure if a knockoff will be able to take out this thing or not. I'm just gonna calc it. He's most likely gonna switch out, and he is defensive. It does have a pretty good chance of knocking him out, but I don't want to risk this. So I think I can just go into my Durant and go right for the Iron Hit here. Or actually, I can go for the Crunch. Crunch is the better play because, because if he had went into his Jellicent or into his own Durant, he would have taken neutral damage with Durant and super effective damage with Jellicent. So he goes into his Clawitzer. I can see him going for the Dark Pulse, expecting me to go into my Jellicent, and I'm pretty sure a Superpower knocks out this thing from this range of HP because Durant is really strong. So I'm gonna go for the Superpower as it does die. So he goes into his own Durant, and this is gonna be a speed tie. Superpower will be able to knock me out if he has it. I'm gonna go for the Superpower as he just goes for the Crunch. Superpower is able to bring him in the Mach Punch range, so I pretty much win at this point with my Hitmonlee. As there's nothing he can do. If he goes into Jellicent, that thing will be dying to a knockoff. His Meloetta is low, and pretty much I have reached top 10 successfully, and that's actually really fun. It's my goal to reach top 10 on every ladder, so hopefully I can do that eventually. And yeah, it's over as his Meloetta is going to be dying to a Mach Punch here, and that's going to be the game. So I reached top 10, which is pretty nice, and I'm really happy. And I think John needs to make a RMT of this team because I'm not gonna lie, this team is really solid, as well as this team. Both of these teams include Durant, which completely crushes stall and balance, and offense doesn't really have too many things to take on Durant along with entry hazards, and I am at rank 9, so that does qualify as top 10, and I'm probably gonna try to reach rank 1 or at least top 5. But reaching rank 1 is gonna be really tough because he's really high, and it's almost like 200 points away. So maybe I'm gonna try to reach rank 1 if I can, and hopefully you guys enjoyed. I'm gonna be leaving the pace bin of these two teams in the description down below if John agrees. I'm pretty sure he will, so make sure to check out the description, and if you find the team, feel free to use the team on the RU ladder. Both of them are really good, and hope you have fun. So with that being said, I'll see you guys next time. If you enjoyed, drop a like, and yeah, thanks for watching.